Hey, welcome to another episode of Financial Theory. Let's talk today about how you can find the perfect partner and still achieve insane success. So if you partner with the wrong person, they can destroy your entire net worth, what you've achieved in your whole lifetime. They can either make or break your net worth, depending if you choose the right partner or not. So it's such an important thing that we got to talk about today. All right, so finding a partner with a high performance life is important. It's less about luck and more about alignment, about a few non-negotiable structural pillars. When you're aiming for insane success in your life, your relationship can't just be about affection. It must be a source of operational stability. Let's talk today about the framework on how to achieve this. The first step to achieving a successful partnership and success in your life is to be clear on what you both want. Now, most people fail at relationships and their careers. It's because they're vague on their goals. You got to write down specifically what it is that you want in a partner and what success means to you. When you have vague goals, it produces vague results. So life is easier when both parties know exactly what they're looking for. It makes the selection process simpler. If your values don't align, you should go your separate ways straight away instead of wasting several years and then realizing that you're not the right fit for each other. So the second step to building a successful relationship and success in your life is to build yourself up first, but don't use it as an excuse to hide. By becoming the best version of you, it makes you a lot more attractive and more capable. But don't say to yourself, I'll date when I'm successful. That's usually fear dressed up as a strategy. So you should do both simultaneously. You should continue to date while you're in the process of self-development. Learn and grow at the same time. Okay, step number 3 is to choose a partner who's a multiplier and not a drainer. The single best career decision is to pick the right partner. The right person will challenge your thinking, hold you accountable, manage their own emotional world, and doesn't need constant rescuing. They have their own sense of purpose. Picking the wrong person will cost you more energy than any bad business deal ever could. So here you need to protect your energy at all costs. If you're constantly arguing with your partner, you'll be stressed because of that. Maybe it's time to call it quits and go your separate ways. If you're constantly arguing with your partner, how can you focus on building your empire? All right, step number 4 is to protect your energy ruthlessly, and you have to invest it wisely. So you have to learn the power of focused energy. You got to split your time, your energy into when and where it's needed. Focus on the most important things first. I would suggest to do the most difficult tasks first, because once you finish the most difficult task first, the rest of your day is going to be very, very easy. Everything else is going to be easy in comparison to that difficult task that you've completed. And when you're at home, focus on your family, put your phone away. Your family deserve your undivided attention. And when you're at work, focus on your work and leave the social media and the family work at home. Don't bring that to work. So it's really important to be able to split the two apart. So this is called focused energy. Step number 5 to finding the perfect partner and achieving great success in your life. Date with intention, not desperation. So treat finding a romantic partner the same as you would in your own career. You should know your non-negotiables and keep this list short, 3 to 5 things maximum. Don't settle out of loneliness or social pressure. You should move on fast if your values don't align with each other. Otherwise, you're just wasting each other's time. So for example, if you have no interest in children and the girl that you're seeing, she wants children, straight away you really need to speak to her about this topic as soon as possible, because something as big as children, if one person doesn't want to have children, the other one wants to have children, later on that's going to clash later on down the line. So it's much better to discuss something like children up front when you're first dating. Let's say if your values don't align on a major non-negotiable pillar like children, then obviously this relationship is not going to work from the get-go. So know your non-negotiables and don't settle because you're lonely. Date with intention, not out of desperation. Number 6 is to build a relationship based on values, not based on a schedule. Most successful couples rarely ever have the same schedules or ambitions. What they do share is how they see the world, their values around money, growth, and family, and integrity. These values are the core fundamentals of what makes a relationship work. It really comes down to what the two people value most. If one person wants career and the other person prioritizes family first, this relationship is not compatible. It's not going to work. So you have to make sure that your values align with one another in order for a relationship to work. Lastly, number 7, communication is the skill that powers everything. The skills that make great leaders, things like listening, giving direct feedback, staying calm under pressure, repairing conflict fast. These are the exact skills that make a great partner. You should invest in both. So I'll give you an example from my own personal life. My partner and I, when we first started dating, it was about 6 months in, we were constantly arguing all the time, like non-stop. And I thought to myself, there's no way this will ever work. Yes, despite us arguing all the time, the one thing that saved the relationship was we always communicated with each other. Let's say I did something that annoyed her, she would tell me what it is, and we found out another thing that annoys this person, and then next time we won't do that again. So it seemed like the more we argued, the more we learnt about each other and what annoyed the other person, and then we obviously tried to avoid those things in future. And surprisingly, that was the key to saving our relationship, because we were always able to communicate things we didn't like about the other person, or we were very open with what was wrong with the relationship or what the other person did wrong. And the other great thing was the other party, the other person listening to this criticism was able to go, okay, right, I did this wrong. Okay, next time I'll learn from this. I'll be better. I won't do that again to annoy you. And that was what helped the relationship grow and blossom over time. Now, after nearly 4 years together, we rarely ever argue at all. And communication was the key. Picking the right partner is a massive, massive influence on your net worth. Even if you built millions or even billions of dollars, if you marry the wrong person, you'll lose half of it in a blink of an eye. So you got to pick your partner very wisely, otherwise it can come back to really haunt you. So I hope that you guys got something out of this video. Maybe you've learned something. So hopefully in the future you will be able to pick the right partner that will help support you in your journey to success. All right, I hope you guys have a lovely Easter. I will catch you guys in the next video. See ya.